Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. Last week we talked about the newest Char Ensemble figure where you could choose whether or not you wanted him with his helmet. You could even choose whether you wanted him with or without the visor. And thanks to Mega House's new announcement, you will soon be able to make that decision for yourself. Because in late May, next year of course, you will be able to get the full-scale Works Mobile Suit Gundam Char Ensemble Normal Suit Helmet. And yes, it is designed so you can wear it comfortably with even like a cushion on the inside and a removable like backplate thing so that you can easily put it on your own head. 33,000 yen, around 300 US, is of course quite expensive for a helmet, but at the very least it does look cool. One thing that I would have liked for that price though was an actual functional visor. Like, I could be misremembering this, but if I recall correctly in the series, they could like open and close the visor with the round things on the side of the helmet, so it would have been cool if they actually replicated that rather than just having it click in place from the inside. But if you want one, reservations started today over at P Bandai or the Mega House Volks and Yellow Submarine equivalent. Then a normal upcoming release is the SDW Heroes Qiongqi Strike Freedom Gundam. And well, this thing took an already quite over-the-top design and made it even more over-the-top with gold all over the place and a very intricate and busy looking backpack. It's probably not going to look quite as nice as on the promotional pictures straight out of the box, considering that it is only 880 yen, around 8 US, but if you're willing to put the effort into painting this thing, it can really become a flagship model kit for your collection. It also comes with 2 eye stickers, a normal one and one where he had too much coffee. It doesn't say when the pre-orders are opening for this thing, but considering that it releases in November, I guess it should be quite soon, or maybe at the moment this video goes live or something. And if you want some more SD stuff, pre-orders open for the Carddass set of 48 SD Sengokuden cards, a binder, and a booklet. The set will cost you 8,800 yen, around 80 US, and it is currently scheduled for a December release. And then the final new announcement for this week was again SD related. Over at P Bandai, pre-orders started for quite a few Mobile Suit Ensemble figures. First up is the X-33 Destiny Gundam for 4,950 yen, a little under $50, and it comes with almost everything you'd want it to come with. Now, for that price, I think it would have been fair to include 2 beam shields rather than just one, have 2 sets of each of the beam saber blade options rather than just one each, and then also the effect part for the shinning finger. They included the open hands. They even have a picture showing him like ready to grab onto something. You can see the hole where the effect part should go, and they did not include any effect parts. Not one, 0. As for the Wings of Light then, that is a different set altogether that you have to buy together with the Freedom's Wings of Light. So for an additional 1,650 yen, around 15 US, you can have an almost perfect Destiny Gundam and Strike Freedom Gundam. Then, if age is more your thing, you can get the Age 1 full Glansa set for 5,500 yen, again around $50. But unlike the Destiny Gundam, this time it does come with everything you'd want it to. Not only do you get the full Glansa with beam effect parts, but you can also build it as the Age 1 flat with Plasma Diver Missile for all of your genocidal tendencies, and you can also build it as the Age 1. And then as a cherry on top, we also get a Flit statue. Like I said, it comes with everything you need for a complete H1 experience. And all of these Ensemble figures are currently slated for a January release. And the good news just doesn't end for H fans even as we move on to this week's releases. Over at the Gundam base, they got a restock of, as far as I can tell, the entire Gundam H lineup in high grade and master grade. So either go crazy with proxy buying services, or let's hope that this also means that regular hobby shops are going to get that restock as well, because from what I've seen from my comments, it has been apparently quite difficult to get your hands on certain H kits, and that just haven't had a re-release in a very, very long time. And also at the Gundam base, they are again selling the Danazin purple version, so you might also want to grab that thing while you're at it. Then the other big release for this week was, of course, the real grade Hi-Nu Gundam for 4,950 yen, around 45.50 US. A real grade that I personally cannot wait to get my hands on. For such a bulky machine, it looks like it still has amazing articulation, and it also has a bunch of really cool armor sliding gimmicks. If it is as solid as it looks beautiful, this could very well be the next best real grade. And if you want to do some painting on your Gunpla, Mr. Hobby has your back with their latest lineup of aqueous water-based paints. For 253 yen, or like $2.50, you can get Gundam White, Gundam Blue, Gundam Yellow, and Gundam Red. And then later on in the month, they're also releasing a set of Char colors and even Titans colors. In other news then, Gundam is doing a collaboration with Nike, and they're going to be releasing some very funky looking unicorn Gundams wearing Nike shoes. I cannot decide if I hate them or love them, but it is certainly a very interesting look. For 799 yuan, or a whopping 125 US, you can either get the QMSV RX-0 Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode version Nike SB, or the QMSV RX-0 Unicorn Gundam O2 Banshee Destroy Mode version Nike SB, each with their own matching die-cast keychain. They'll be releasing on September the 24th, but if you want one, they're only going to be releasing them in mainland China and some other countries and regions, with no plans to release them in Japan. And with that, it is already time to have a look at this week's Gundam apparel. From Bankode, we're getting some love for Iron Mask, of all persons, and the Crossbone Vanguard. In October, they'll start shipping an F91/Iron Mask t-shirt for 3,300 yen, around 30 US, a Crossbone Vanguard t-shirt for also 3,300 yen, a Crossbone Vanguard tote bag for 2,200 yen, 20 US, an F91/Iron Mask face towel for the price on screen, a Crossbone Vanguard bandana for 2,200 yen, 20 US, an F91/Iron Mask acrylic stand for 1,870 yen, 15 US, and a Crossbone Vanguard glass for 1,650 yen, around 15 US. And then in November, you can get an Iron Mask plush pouch for 2,530 yen, around 25 US. Exactly what I needed. A plush pouch of one of the biggest genocidal Gundam maniacs for 1,000 Belgian francs. I think I'll pass, thank you very much. On the other end of the spectrum then, we have G-Strict with their Gundam Seed Pop art collection, featuring items with either a blue Kira design or a red Atheron design. For 4,180 yen, 40 US, you can get them on a t-shirt. For 2,750 yen, 25 US, a tote bag. And for 990 yen, like 9 US, a mini towel. Pre-orders started on the 3rd and they will be shipping later in the month. Over at the Gundam Café then, we got some more information on the Halloween dishes for each of the wing pilots. Even though we probably won't be able to go, I think it's still fun to have a look at them. For Hero, we get the Werewolf's Full Moon Burger, consisting of a hamburger patty with mushrooms and chicken rice. For Duo, there is the Jack-o'-lantern hamburger, which is, essentially just a regular burger that's cosplaying as a pumpkin. For Troa, there is the Pirate's Trick seafood pasta, with something hidden within the pasta. I wonder if that's going to be like a pepper or something to give you that spicy surprise. Whatever the case might be, Katra's dish is the kind-hearted Yokai's chicken curry. Very fitting. And finally then, Wu Fei's dish looks like a jumbled mess just like his actual character. If takeout is more your thing, then from today you'll be able to order 2 takeout pilot lunches from the Gundam Café Tokyo. There is the Amro's pilot lunch, also known as Frau's sandwiches, and there is the Mikazuki pilot lunch, also known as Atra's sandwiches. Both also come with fries and what I think is karage, but it doesn't actually list it on the website. Then next up, there is an instant ramen set in collaboration with Kirimaru Ramen. You can pre-order this set for 5,720 yen, around 55 US, from the Gundam Café online website, and then in October you'll be getting a bowl and spoon with a cute SD design, and 2 packages of the following Gundam themed instant ramens. Gundam Original flavor, Big Zam Special Miso flavor, Zagok Seafood flavor, Zeong Salt flavor, and Haro Lemon flavor. And then you can wash all of these down with a good old Char custom cigarette. Available as a 10-pack for 918 yen, around 8 US, with each of the packs containing 6 chocolate cigarettes. Could you imagine that in this day and age, Gundam decided to partner up with an actual tobacco company? That would have been one hell of a PR nightmare. And then the final new thing you can pre-order from the Gundam Café online is a tin gold leaf coated Hyakushiki sake cup. So if you want to have a super fancy evening of drinking with the boys, prepare to shell out 16,280 yen, around 150 US per cup. And then finally, let's have a look at the results of a poll that we discussed last week. Because of Black Day, Gundam.info wanted to know what our favorite non-Gundam black mobile suit was. And the winner with 36% of the votes was the very dark Gray's Ein. A machine that is not just dark in the literal sense, but also in the figurative sense if you consider what happened to the pilot and then all of those machinations that were happening around the whole thing. Then in second place with 28.7%, the Overflag put up a good fight as well. In addition to being just a plain nice looking mobile suit, I have a feeling that the pilot of this thing also helped a bit with its popularity. After this then, the percentages dropped significantly as the Susanoo got third place with only 7.9% of the votes. Then for fourth place, we got the most heated of the battles, which was won by the Slaughter Dagger with 6.2% of the votes. And, it's good to see this thing ranking so high. Even though the model kit might not be the greatest, especially that Ale Striker backpack, it is both a Gunpla and a mobile suit that I cannot help but love. And I know that this isn't a Gunpla poll, but I would love it for that thing to get a revive kit. But anyways, this is then followed by the Zaku 1 Cassilia version with 6.1% of the votes, and then Super Fumina Titans version, Maid version, with 6%. And then finally, we've got the back markers, the Grimoire with 3.3%, the Girazulu Eric Custom with 2.8%, and then all the way in last place, we have the Vegan Gear Sid and the G-Exes Jack Edge with only 1.5% each. And that has been all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.